Schools literally make students hate studying and hate learning more. Today, we'll discuss this concept. About me, I'm Prateek and I got a 97% in my 10th board exams without any coaching, tuition, or reference books. I went from an average student to the top of my entire grade and I'll help you do the same. So let's start the video. So, usually what happens is that when you go to school, your interest in studying or learning something just vanishes or ends. Why? Because they literally do nothing that can actually help you. They literally give you nothing that you are actually interested in. For example, let's say someone is interested in maths. Instead of giving them maths, they'll shove in random subjects like history, civics, geography, whatever. Or let's say someone likes physics. Then instead of teaching physics, they'll give random subjects like history that no one cares about. Right? Just think about it. There's someone who wants to study history or physics so that they can become what their dream job is, whatever. Right? So instead of giving them that, they just say that you have to read history even if you don't want to, even if that's useless. Like half of the subjects in school are basically useless. Be it political science, unless someone wants to specifically go in the field of law. What is even the point of political science? And usually it does not even tell us about the laws or the taxes or whatever. It just tells us that okay, this happened in 1991, then this happened in 2000, then this happened in 2003. Like no one cares about that. They just tell us those things and just think that okay, our job is done. These are some of the reasons why students just hate studying. Because school literally forces studying on you. Studying is not something that you have to force on yourself. It's something that comes from internally, like from your internal self. Just think about it this way. Let's say you really like to play piano. Does it mean that you force yourself to study piano or to play piano, whatever? Or your piano teacher just comes to you and shoves it on your face that you have to play piano? Of course not. Because if you are like forcing something, then you'll automatically not like that thing. That's a basic fact. And that's what most schools get wrong. They just think that, alright, if we give all these subjects to this guy, one dude, and he'll do them, even if he gets like he doesn't remember dog shit about those subjects after that, if he does those subjects, then our job is done. That's what school mentality is now. Then another thing is that it's a waste of time, like 6 hours a day or 7 hours a day for no reason. You wake up early or at around 7 or 8 a.m. Then you go to school and come back at around 2:30 or 3. What's the point in that? And you literally learn nothing because teachers do not teach much. And if you ask them doubts, they don't know dog shit. Then you talk to your friends and everything, but that's just a waste of time. In that time, you can literally get 7 hours of productive time, like productive work done. Just think about it this way. Would you give 7 hours every day of your life to learn something that is basically useless? Tell me. Or would you give 7 hours of your day for every day, like for 5 days a week, just to sit in front of a blank wall and just look at it? Tell me, yes or no? Of course not. That's the point. Now, many people actually like schools, but usually it's not because of studying. It is not like they like going to school because they like to study. It's that they like going to school because of their friends, or they can get to talk to more girls, or they can have a lot of fun or some shit. But usually it's never about studying. Right? Like even as a person who got the highest grades, I'm saying that it's literally not so good. It's not so fun to study in schools. That's what my point is. Right? So, what do we even do? What do students even do at this point? If school is so bad, if like it tires you, you do not get to do anything during that 6 to 7 hour blocks, and it like the teachers are dog shit, they do not tell you anything, what do you actually do? Well, the simple answer is, first, just start studying inside the school. Let's say you're in the school, then you open your book or notebook, whatever, and you just start studying. Like, okay, many people might say, okay, that's a nerd or whatever, but just pick a partner, and if you both are studying together, be it that you are explaining something to him or he's explaining something to you, then that would just seem like you are cool studying kids rather than those weird ass nerds, right? Pick one partner, dude, then just go to the library or in your same class, just start studying. Now, let me tell you my personal story about like taking one of your friends to the library to study, or forming a group of friends that you can study with, right? Like this is not an old ass story, but rather a story from maybe 2 or 3 days ago. So we had sports period, like those times when you have a free period where you can do basically anything, play football, cricket, or basketball, volleyball, whatever the fuck you can play anything, right? Now, I am not so much athletic because I do not like to play much sports, and neither is one of my friends. And he does not get many parts of many chapters in many subjects, right? Like basically, he does not understand anything, and I understand many things. So he asked me, "Can you teach me?" Now, if we both do not like any sports, then we thought, why shouldn't we just go to the library so that we can study? And at that point, I just thought that fuck it, we'll just go. We went to the library. Alright. Now, while we were going, there was this sports teacher who asked, "Why aren't you in the ground? Like, why aren't you playing or whatever?" We said that we wanted to study. Now he said that no, you cannot. Just go to the ground. Now we thought, what the fuck to do? Now he said himself that we should go to the vice principal and ask her if we can like study in the library. We asked, she said yes. Now we went again in the library. The sports teacher was sitting there for some reason, like those people are basically free all day. Then he asked us, like, why are you here again? Like, why are you here again if I said that you have to go down? We said that the vice principal gave us permission. He was like, no, go down, I'll talk to the vice principal. We went again to the vice principal and said to her, like, he isn't allowing us to study and anything. She literally called him in front of us and said that, why aren't you letting them study? Then we went again, and of course this time he wouldn't say anything because he's literally his senior said this to us, said this to him, right? That like let them study. So that's what my point is. The point of the story is that if you want to study, then the school would support you itself. And if you have supportive friends who really like studying or want to study themselves, then there will be no problem in studying. That's what my point is. Second, after you come back from school, just start studying, even if you are tired. Like even like today, I went to school and it was absolute dog shit. Like not because there was something bad going on, but rather mainly because like I'm tired as fuck. But still, you gotta work. You gotta do something, right? Like after this, I gotta do some math problems. I cannot just say that, oh, I'm tired, that's why I'll never do something, because those 6 to 7 hours are already gone. You do not get to do anything in that time, considering that you do not study in school. Then you have already wasted those 6 to 7 hours. Now, is it affordable for you to waste another basically the full day just because you were tired during those 6 to 7 hours? Of course not. And that's what the point is, right? Like even if the school you might seem useless or you do not want to go, you have to go because your parents are forcing you, or there might be some reason like attendance or whatever. Just do not waste your whole day. Just because those 6 to 7 hours are gone does not mean that your whole day has to be wasted, right? Then the best solution is that just don't go to school much. That's the point. Like if you get good grades without going to school much, then your parents would not have much of a problem because they want your good grades. They want to see if you are studying or not. Now they don't care much if you are going to the school or if you are studying at home. So who cares? After you show them that even without going to the school you can get good grades, they'll slowly start to accept the fact and they'll just say that okay, no need to go to school today, you can just study. That's the point. If you prove yourself, then they themselves will just think that okay, if this guy can study even without going to school, then he does not need to go every day. Now of course, going to the school, like the label of going to school till high school ending or till the starting of uni, like for us it's the 12th grade, it's important for the label, like just for saying that okay, I went to school. But that does not mean that you literally have to go every day, you have to study every time in that environment where you will literally understand nothing. That's what I'm saying. And then another point is, do not rely on school education. What many people do is that instead of reading the chapters themselves, they just study at school, like not even study, but hear the teacher yap about the subject, which like the teacher doesn't care about, the student doesn't care about, but they are just both there just because they are forced to be, right? they hear the teacher yap about it, then think that alright, this makes sense, but they actually did not understand dog shit. Then, after that, they come home and then like just goof around, sleep, or do some shit like that. Then after that, they think that, oh, why I did not get full grades in this subject even if I studied. Because of course, teachers can only teach you half the amount of knowledge that is written in books. So just read the books. That's what I'm saying. Like, do not rely on school education. Just think of it as like clarifying the concept. The actual concept should come from reading the books. That's my point is. Right? Right? Now, if you like this video and if you like the advice that I gave in this video, then I highly recommend you to join my program. It's a very affordable course right now, like $5 for Indian buyers and international buyers. You can buy it right now and it will give you memorization technique of my own which got me to the 97%. Then how to make your perfect timetable, how to be a perfect disciplined person, and how to like make timetable in exams, how to study each subject specifically. All these things just for $5 for Indian buyers and like for international buyers. There are two separate links. I highly recommend you join the program that I have so that you can get better grades in your studying even at a low affordable price, right? So that's what my point was. If you like this video, then like, subscribe, join the program. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, work like a dog, live like a man.